Many say the PlayStation Vita has no games, so in this video we take a look at the top 10 PlayStation Vita games ranging from racing games all the way to first-person shooters and everything in between. Number 10, LittleBigPlanet Vita. The LittleBigPlanet series gained fame on the PlayStation 3. That spawned releases on the PSP and the PlayStation 4, but the best game out of them all may very well have been the PlayStation Vita version. It followed the premise of the LittleBigPlanet games to a T, but the Vita showed how great this game is on portable devices, especially with the game's intuitive use of the Vita's touch mechanics. LittleBigPlanet was a fantastic game for veterans of the series and first-time players. Number 9, Soul Sacrifice. Developed by Sony's Japan Studio, Soul Sacrifice was a game where the player would sacrifice body parts of a character's body or items to unleash devastating attacks. That concept was created by Keiji Inafune, who is popular for his work on the Mega Man games. The game was very addictive with fun combat, and a complete version of the game is also available, released under the title of Soul Sacrifice Delta, which includes new bosses and another faction. Soul Sacrifice is a challenging but rewarding action RPG that you all should check out. Number 8, Gravity Rush. Also developed by Sony's Japan Studio, in Gravity Rush you play as Kat, a girl that has lost her memory and can control gravity. Kat uses this ability to protect people from the gravity storm and the Nevi monsters. The gravity mechanics are unique and it leads to very fast-paced and fluid combat. There's a lot of content with side quests, optional villains, and a large world to explore. You'll level up, gain new abilities, and unlock a lot of secrets. Gravity Rush is a unique game you don't want to miss on the PlayStation Vita. Number 7, Wipeout 2048. Developed by the now-defunct studio Liverpool, Wipeout 2048 is an entry in the long-running Wipeout series. Wipeout 2048 is a futuristic racer where anti-gravity racing is beginning to emerge. Set in futuristic cities, Wipeout 2048 features a variety of different weapons to use with fun and fast gameplay. Wipeout 2048 has a lot of content in its single-player mode, but it also has a robust multiplayer component which includes cross-play with PS3 users playing Wipeout HD Fury. Wipeout 2048 is a must-have for racing fans with a Vita. Number 6, Final Fantasy X/10-2 HD Remaster. The remasters of two of the best JRPGs on the PlayStation 2, the Final Fantasy X/10-2 HD Remaster is also available on the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, although playing on the Vita is an absolute blast. Having a complete JRPG experience on the go is great, and the games themselves look great and include some additional content like a post-game audio drama that was never included on the PlayStation 2 version of the game. The game also has a lot of content as well, which each game taking around 30 hours to complete if you're rushing through. Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2 are great games to have on the go on the Vita. Number 5, Uncharted Golden Abyss. Sony Ben, who are famous for the Siphon Filter games on PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation Portable, were entrusted to work on the marquee title for the PlayStation Vita's launch, Uncharted Golden Abyss. Making a complete Uncharted experience on a portable device is no small task, but Sony Ben was able to deliver. With graphics comparable to that of the original Uncharted, Uncharted Golden Abyss serves as a prequel to the first title. Uncharted Golden Abyss looks and plays great, and it's easy to see why this was seen as the system seller for many. Number 4, Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Developed by Spike Chunsoft, Danganronpa is a visual novel. The game revolves around a high school death game where talented students are pit into a game to murder each other to get out of the school. Each character is very different but relatable in their own unique way, and the crime-solving gameplay is done magnificently. With a great story, a load of suspense, and an awesome soundtrack, it's easy to see why Danganronpa is helping to popularize visual novels in North America. There is also a sequel out titled Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair, but make sure you play the first game before playing the sequel. Nonetheless, both of the games are excellent. Number 3, Persona 4 The Golden. A remake of the classic PlayStation 2 title released in 2008, Persona 4 Golden adds new features and story elements to the game, including additional personas, expanded spoken lines, and anime-style cutscenes. Persona 4 Golden is a worthy remake. The game has a ton of content. If you want to do everything, it's going to take you nearly 80 hours, and there's reason to go back and play through the game multiple times with different difficulties and a variety of story decisions. Persona 4 Golden is a game that you will be invested in for a while, so free up some time to play this one. Number 2, Killzone Mercenary. Developed by Guerrilla Cambridge, Killzone Mercenary is a fully fledged first-person shooter on a portable device. With poor outings like Resistance, Burning Skies, and Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified, Vita gamers were salivating for a quality online first-person shooter game. Killzone Mercenary absolutely delivered. The game has a solid single-player campaign which will take you around 5 hours to beat, but there's reason to go back and play through the campaign multiple times. But the main reason you're going to be coming back to Killzone Mercenary is of course the online play. All the modes you would expect from a first-person shooter are present in 8-player mode, and of course the graphics are amazing as well. Killzone Mercenary is a must-buy for those of you looking for a FPS on the go. Number 1, Freedom Wars. While some may disagree that Freedom Wars is ranked higher than games like Uncharted Golden Abyss and Persona 4 The Golden, a big reason to why Freedom Wars has claimed the number 1 spot is because it's a unique experience only available to the Vita. Developed by Sony's Japan Studio, Freedom Wars is a third-person action game set in a world that lies in ruins and is no longer capable of supporting life. Humans live in underground cities called panopticons where where they research how to live on the surface once again. You play as a criminal that is trying to regain his freedom and reduce his sentence, which begins at 1 million years. With great gameplay, a deep customization system, and a lot of content with a variety of missions, Freedom Wars is a stellar game and it earns the #1 spot on the top 10 Vita games. Do you agree with our list of the top 10 Vita games? There's so many other great games on the Vita, some games had to be omitted. Do you think a game is ranked too low? Do you think a game is ranked too high? Do you think a game has been omitted that should be on the list? Let us know in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.